Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Uxtsuki. In this video I'm gonna talk about silhouette and shape language. The first thing I will just glimpse about the shape language. So here I have this PDF that is very useful about this shape language. So as a lot of things that we learned so far, shape language is a tool that is used to communicate things. How could we interpret things by the glimpse as well? That's why I think it is deeply related to the silhouette. So for example, here we have the three most basic shapes. We have the circular, or spheric, fish, harmless, approachable, changeable. So this is important. Usually, round things can be interpreted as this. For example, we will think about Kirby. Well, this is literally what Kirby. So we have the square as well that is solid, sturdy, inflexible, and we have a triangular one that is sharp, dangerous. So here we have an example with shapes. So here we have a structure that is circular. We have a circle here. The door. We have also other subjects as humans. And here is the point: you can learn by the exaggeration, but you will find something in the betweens. The same thing with the squares. Here we have a very blocky one, and here we have the one that is a bit more like smoothed out in the edges, so it's not literally square or rectangular. We also have here triangles, and actually the triangles is in everywhere. So we have the nose, the face, we have the arm, we have here close to the neck. We also have this lady that is basically this triangular and this triangle and more triangle. And here we have the exceptions, because this is just, as I said, in the same way that I said about mentalization, the shape language is actually a tool. So it's not the whole thing, and actually you can break these whenever you want. So as you saw, we have the circular or oval, we have the squares, rectangular, and also we have the triangles, the diamonds. And we dive into the thing that I said in the beginning of the playlist, that is the most important thing in my opinion in pixel art, that is the silhouette. Since in the pixel art, even though you are totally free to try doing this, in pixel art we usually do not try to sketch that much, because we do not have space enough to do something like this. So usually silhouette should be enough to transmit what that thing it is, or actually the subject should be readable or guessable just by its silhouette. So it is important to sharp this skill, because the more you train, you practice your silhouette, the better results might be achievable without any fancy or complex or advanced technique. You won't like try to fill holes in the path. Actually, your path itself will be very clear, so everything will transition smoothly. In a smaller canvas, obviously you won't be that much free, but in bigger canvas, as we are using a lot, we are actually a bit more free. So for example, so maybe I kinda cheated, because you watched the process and you can easily guess what this could possibly be. But we always have this advantage. The only thing that we might improve our silhouette is actually making a lot of art starting by the silhouette. So this is really important. So yes, I said, I repeat, because this is basically true for me, and to be honest, I think this would be true for the most part of the pixel artists, so I'm not an exception. When you start to progress in the creativity fields, you will understand more and more that you fantasize about is actually inexistent. To get better in pixel art and actually in this case in silhouettes is action making a lot of practice, a lot of pixel art focus in this part. When you, for example, are learning more about colors, the only way that you will get better into handle colors, into picking colors, and etc., it's making different things in different colors with different techniques or using different color palettes. So yeah, unfortunately, usually there is no like magical thing that would happen to you when you're sleeping and everything will start to make sense for us. For example, we won't automatically wake up knowing damn well how to make readable silhouettes. So only with practice. And to integrate the shape language in this is actually exaggerating, like making things out of the shapes. My curves are not, it's always kind of messy because I use mouse, so it's actually just a bit hard to make curves. Here, for example, if I try to design a pig that is very friendly, I know that it would need to be circular. So yes, in this case, I kinda need to use my overpowered things and actually add this detail to sell the idea this is a pig. So sometimes this will happen to silhouettes because we cannot transmit textures yet in this stage. So actually we will need to use this type of artifacts in order to sell the idea that this might be read as a pig. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.